Hey guys, the lighting quality is kind of weird right now. It's basically because I have the light on above me, um, but it's really cloudy and cloudy and overcast outside, so I'm not really getting a lot of natural light, even though I'm sitting in front of my window. Um, and I don't know, it's just weird right now. So anyway, I have a couple updates. Not great ones. I'm no longer going to Myrtle Beach for spring break, which really sucks. What happened is uh, my my friend's friend who was driving us down there, she was getting the money to pay for the trip from her dad through child support, and he never sent a check this month. So no money, no trip. So that really sucks. Especially since I've like just bought bathing suits and stuff. So probably end up returning those just because like I can probably find something I like better later. I don't know. There was one I might keep. Um, so that's a bummer, especially since all my friends are going somewhere else. Okay, well, I don't technically know about all my friends, but I know that my friend Jordan, who I was going with, is going home, and she invited me to come with her, but I don't know, like, she has all of her friends at home, and I just feel like I'll be the awkward third wheel in her little, like, get togethers, so I figure I'll just let her do that. And then my friend Megan is going home. Um, and I guess probably the same thing. I don't know. I also feel like it would be kind of weird to just go spend a week like at their houses. Just I don't know. Just seems weird. Um, so I'm just gonna be hanging around in the dorms, but there's not gonna be anyone here. Actually, I've heard from some people that there will be quite a few people staying at the dorms over spring break. So I guess we'll see how many I meet. Guess I'll get to meet some new people. Um, and I'm just gonna try to do some fun things. I mean, McKay suggested some fun things in the chat bar yesterday, so probably making some blanket forts, and maybe I'll do a day off the grid. Not likely. More likely, I will just be playing a lot of Assassin's Creed. And about that, I'm taking McKay's advice that she gave me a while back, and I decided that I'm going to partition my computer so that I can run both Windows and Mac on my Mac computer. And I'm basically just doing this because a lot of the games that I want to play are only on Windows, and it just makes me sad. Like, I've wanted to play Skyrim for a really long time, but one, I don't have a console that it's supported by. I only have a Wii at home, uh, and it's only for PlayStation and Xbox, I think. But there's a PC version, and if I get a Xbox controller, um, Xbox is owned by Microsoft, and so the controllers work really seamlessly with Windows computers. I mean, you can use them on Macs with like drivers and stuff, but it's just easier this way. Um, so then it'll be just like playing on a console, only it'll be on the computer. And apparently the PC version of Assassin's Creed works a lot better. Like, I'm using the Mac one right now, and it's just a port, and it sucks so bad because you have drivers for external like gamepad controllers don't work on this game for some reason because Ubisoft sucks. Um, so I have to use the keys, and that means like the WASD is moving, but then like his fighting things are just like random buttons, and I changed them to make them a little easier for me, but I still don't think it's particularly easy, and it's not intuitive. And I grew up playing games like with a controller. I grew up on Xbox and N64, so I'm used to like, you know, button mashing and the joystick, and so it's just really hard for me. And it's still fun. Like, I really enjoy it. I'm addicted to this game. Assassin's Creed is the best. I'm playing Assassin's Creed 2, by the way. And but I mean, I get better at it, but it's just not fun. I'd rather have the typical controller. Um, so that's news. I had my midterms today. I had my Russian oral midterm this morning at 9, which you may have heard my little joke in the chat box, because, yeah, just go read that if you want to know what I'm talking about. Um, but I did really, really well. It was a partner oral exam, so we had to go through we had to create two dialogues using the material we covered in chapter 6 and 7, where we each had 10 lines per dialogue. And you would create this with a partner, and you would memorize your dialogues, and then you would go in, sit in front of the teacher, and you'd just speak to each other. Just give your dialogues, and then at the end, she'd ask you a couple questions, and you're supposed to answer. But my partner Sean and I, we did a really good job, and she didn't ask us any questions because she said we covered everything, and she basically said, like, it's a pleasure having you in class. And I'm like, score. So that went really well. Pretty sure I 4-pointed that. And then I had my public affairs midterm at 11:30 this morning. It didn't go as well. It still went pretty well. It was we had 6 questions, and you were supposed to answer with a paragraph, about a paragraph, like 5 to 6 sentences each. But you only had to answer 5 of the 6 questions. You could like eliminate one, which was good because there was one who it was supposed to be comparing the views of these 2 guys, and I didn't know who one of them was. So glad I got to drop that. But I mean, on some of them, I wasn't sure if I fully explained my answers, and there was somewhere I was thinking I might have gotten some terms confused and mixed up some stuff. But overall, I feel like I at least did passable. Like I at least did fairly well. So probably won't be getting a 4-point in that class this semester, but you know what? Whatever. So that's pretty much where I am in school. I have a writing portfolio due on Friday at 1 p.m. And I still need to edit my essay from the writing portfolio and write this little, like, 2-page, this is how I feel about my writing and how I've improved in this class and my thoughts on the class. I hate these sort of evaluation things, but don't really get a choice. So I gotta do that, and then besides that, I am done. I don't have any more classes this week. Actually, that's not true. I have an honors section tomorrow night. But besides that, I am done with classes, and I am ready to have a great, boring spring break. Yeah. I'm gonna go now because I just played Assassin's Creed for the last hour, and I'm really, really hungry. I haven't had anything to eat since after my final. So I will talk to you later, and hopefully I'll have something more interesting to say. Bye.